Hi, I'm Kat.
I'm Mike.
And I'm writing a list. And I'm Jay.
And today we're going to be doing Michael's top 5 movies of all time.
Top 5 films of all time.
Oh god.
Why?
So I wanted to do one of these, but I can't because I tried to make a list of 5 and the most I could get it down to was 18.
Because you're not a man.
Oh god. I'm going to be making my own top 20 on my channel eventually in the next month or so. So if you want to check that out at some point, go for it.
When's
but
it coming?
Right now,
When's it coming
it's
out?
Michael's. I said in the next month, bitch.
Yeah.
So subscribe because she's a nice woman.
Like Miss Jovi, I did
It's
have.
really not, sorry.
I got one too. Let's get it out of the system.
God, yeah.
I had some problems getting to my top 5. Now it's always changing all the time, but right now this is my top 5 in no particular order.
Which order is it?
Chronological.
Okay.
One of my favorite top 5 movies at this moment in time.
What is it?
Gattaca,
Oh.
starring Ethan Hawke. Stole that
Uma
from me.
Thurman.
It's actually
And Jude Law.
Judy.
There's something really good about that film.
Give me your number! What's your number, you flatfoot? I love Jude Law in it because it's probably his best performance, I think.
Yeah.
Because he's so suave. It is unbelievable how suave he is in that movie. So British and so snobby, but he literally pukes and he's still suave. He's like, ugh. And he goes, shall I save some for you? And he's suave. He's puking and he's suave. Who can do that? Jude Law.
The acting's amazing, the story is amazing, the sets were wonderful.
And it's timeless, really, because it has like the old 1940s cars, but they're electrical cars, and they're wearing suits, but it's in the future, and I'm like, wow. I think the message is so strong, because he is at a disadvantage, like all of us are sometimes. Because when you're born in this movie, they know when you're gonna die, how you're gonna die, everything about you, just by taking a simple blood sample. He has a bad heart, and he knows he's gonna die at 35, and he wants to be an astronaut. That's his dream. And his parents are like, you can't be an astronaut.
Yeah.
You can't do it. It's impossible. The closest thing you're going to be in a rocket is actually cleaning it. So doesn't this sound familiar when you have a dream and people tell you over and over again, you can't do it, be practical, be real?
You know, it kind of reminds me of the time I said, I could be famous on YouTube. And our friend Jonas was like,
Yeah.
and even you were kind of like,
Well, it's kind of hard because you're still not. Me and Kat are, but you're not. People tell you that all the time, right, Catherine? People have told you like, oh, you can't do that or something like
Oh, for
that.
sure.
And really?
I act.
So
people are
people-
always like, well, what's your real job?
Yeah.
What are you gonna really do with your life?
And they're probably fat eating the hot dog going, oh, no, 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 no. Mustard everywhere. And the messages never say like, sorry.
Never settle.
I'm getting emotional here.
calm down.
That's okay. His brother, who's basically an enhanced human being from birth, he's his little brother, is actually stronger. They always have a race in the ocean. And one time, just one time, Ethan Hawke won as a kid.
Yep.
And then they do it again as adults. And then the younger brother gets tired and he asks Vincent, how are you doing this? And the message is, I never save anything for the swim back. That's how I did it. And that is very strong to me. Just that line.
I made you cry.
It made me cry.
It gave me chills.
Move it along, please.
Okay. Well, I want to talk about this
No,
final line.
I'm sorry, just move it along.
Another movie on my top 5 is Goodfellas. Who doesn't like Goodfellas?
It's true. There's so much swearing in there and the Pesci in that.
Yeah. That movie has a good Pesci. One guy's looking this way, one guy's looking that way, and that guy in the middle's going, what do you want from me? Probably it's Scorsese's masterpiece. Like, he is a great director and everything he does is amazing, but that's the one. The movie's so good that I remember showing it to my dad once because I had a DVD that you flip, side A, side B, the old school DVDs. And I showed side B first. And I was like, oh, this is the wrong half. My dad was enjoying it. I'm like, I'm gonna leave it. And then he watched the beginning half second, and he didn't notice a difference. And he still loved it. It's one of his favorite movies. So that's why I love Goodfellas. Another movie that I love is JFK, directed by Oliver Stone, starring Kevin Costner. I'm a big conspiracy nut.
A lot of fans want to know, do you believe in UFOs, first of all?
I believe in UFOs, yes.
And ghosts?
I believe in the...
Energies.
Yeah, I believe in...
The black arts?
Spectrum Petroleum! I'm fascinated with the paranormal and things that can't be explained. I'd like to start a channel talking about UFOs eventually one day, but who knows. It inspired me to be an editor of this movie because the way this is shown, JFK, when he's in court and he's explaining the case, it is cut so well. Every detail is shown visually. It just seems seamless. Like he actually went up on stage and said that whole half-hour speech, like just the way it's cut. I think it's an amazing movie, an amazing achievement in film history. Now, another movie that I love, and I actually love more and more every time I watch it, is a movie called The Big Lebowski, starring Jeff Bridges and
Yeah, I
John
didn't like
Goodman.
it the first time as much, and then after the second time, I've just loved it more and more every time.
The first time I watched it, I hated it.
Yeah, I hated it.
It gave
I
me
thought
a
it was so
headache.
stupid.
And then I watched it again. I'm like, oh my god, this is hilarious. Like again, and I just love it. Everything about it is
There's so many
hilarious.
strange qualities, like how
Yeah.
there's the nihilist, Julie Moore, and she has all those weird, like she's like flying and making that
Yeah.
weird art.
And the White Russians, he always drinks white, and the guy gets him. He goes, "There's a beverage here, man!" And just how laid back and lazy the dude is. It's
yeah,
just hilarious.
he's so great in that role.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite roles for him, I think.
Jeff Bridges, before every take, his only question was to the Coen brothers was, did the dude smoke up before he came here, or is he going to smoke up after? That was his only direction. The Jesus character is just mind-blowing funny, and the fact
Yeah,
that he's
I
a
love it.
pederast. No one screws with the Jesus man. That's hilarious. And like the dude's just like, oh, that's just your opinion, man. John Goodman, best performance, right?
Oh, yeah.
Other than Roseanne, you love that show. You got it
Yeah.
on Blu-ray. Great movie. I watched over and over again. My final movie on my top 5 list at this moment is a little movie called Trainspotting. I love this movie because it's so quick and fast, and it was unique at the time, and the soundtrack's amazing. And Danny Boyle is the most diverse director in our generation. He does Sunshine, sci-fi, did Slumdog Millionaire, right? And then he mastered the zombie genre, or the infected
20
genre.
Days Later.
So he can do anything. Any genre, you name it. The beach.
I don't think Spielberg
No.
can do that.
Trainspotting is so great, starring Ewan McGregor. The filmmaking is amazing in that.
Spectacular. The film, why is it named Trainspotting?
His bedroom, I noticed the wallpapers are all trains when he's trying to recover. The baby's scary.
You get a gold star!
The movie's heavily based during the raving era.
Man, it's about addiction, dealing with addiction. There's romance in there.
If you're a big fan of like rave music or underworld, but they became huge because of that song.
Yeah.
Boys, bad boys, boys,
Yeah, Born Slippy.
And it inspired a lot of filmmakers too, that movie, because it kind of woke everyone up.
So there's a sequel to this, believe it or not, that's been in production for many, many years.
It's called Porno.
To recap, your top 5?
Goodfellas, Gattaca, JFK, Trainspotting, Goodfellas,
Big Lebowski.
and The Big Lebowski.
Yay!
Any honorable mentions?
Oh, there's lots.
Inception?
There's Inception.
Okay, we are done now,
Oh,
thank you!
Old Boy, Old Boy.
Oh, bye, oh, bye.
Blair Witch should be on your list, right? That's it.
Another, yeah, I only have 2.
I got it on Laserdisc.
Oh yeah. That's me opening it. I almost burnt my hand.
Oh!
3 kilobytes.